I've been coming here to the water conferences over the years. We are very strong believers that structured water is beneficial in many facets and in all facets on our Earth. So basically, we have done what we call biomimicry, which is studying nature and studying the natural way that nature structures water. In other words, rainwater, waterfalls, that type of thing, so that the water has its memory. So it's structured in a certain manner, the molecules are structured in a certain manner so that it will take on information, and once it has that information imbued into it, it will then pass it on through membrane because it breaks surface tension, and into plants, into animals, into fish, birds, and into human beings. So basically we use two technologies. We use vortex technology, which has been studied for many, many years, and what happens in a vortex is that once the water is spinning, as it does when it's falling in rain, or the same as when it's coming down a waterfall or traveling down a river, what it does is it takes the molecules, separates them, and restructures them into a hexagonal pattern, at the same time emitting photon energy. The second technology that we use is rare earth minerals and certain minerals from the elemental table that we then subject the water to as it goes through the unit and is spinning. And what happens then is that information is imbued into the water. The water then has that in its memory. When you use that water, when you drink that water, when you water your plants with that water, when you feed it to your animals, your fish, whatever, that information is then passed on to the water content in that particular subject. In humans, we're 70% water, so when we drink the water, it is transmitted into our bodies through that, into the bloodstream, into that. We find, because it's structured and our method of structuring it works well, we find that if you drink water, it will show up in your bloodstream within, say, 12 to 15 minutes. You can take live blood tests and monitor that. In plants, and we've done significant work in the agricultural field. The food chain is of a big concern to us, chemicalized foods through fertilizers and numerous things like that. So what we do is, when you use structured water in that arena, we find that your plant production goes up significantly, anywhere from 20% up to even 200%, depending on what type of plant, what type of soil, conditions in the area. So those are the variables, but the structured water is consistent throughout, and we have tested in India extensively. We've tested in the United States and Canada. We've tested in Asia. We have farms in China, in Malaysia, in India, in the United States, and they all show a consistently higher rate of growth. Productivity is increased. And the most interesting part that we find is that the nutrient values within the produce increases as well. So what that means is you haven't chemicalized the food, so when you're ingesting it, it's void of the chemicals that are harmful, but it also delivers higher nutrients to the body. So it's all around good.